Hi everyone, my name is Audrey and welcome to my channel. Today I'm giving you a new weekly reading vlog. Today is Saturday afternoon. I am starting this one a little bit earlier than I was supposed to. We were supposed to go to the water park today. I decided not to go because we got up very late and I'm not feeling my best. I'm feeling very meh energy wise, and I do have a headache since this morning. My husband was in a very anxious mood all day yesterday, and I kind of absorbed that. I'm not feeling anxious, I'm just not feeling great. It's also that time of the month for me, so that may be another reason why I'm not feeling that good. It's just a mess of everything and a couple of things that are frustrating me, and I don't deal with like breaks very well. We were on a roll and it was going very well, but my husband was having a hard time keeping up with me, which I get, and it's fine that he took a break yesterday. But yeah, I did a couple of things for like cleaning. Usually when we are not out and about, we do like a 3-hour deep clean of the house, one piece at a time, so that by the end of summer, the full house is really like deeply cleaned. And not just like cleaning, washing, but also like a big purge and getting rid of the stuff that we were keeping that we don't need. I call it the purge of the summer because it really is. So we're now into the kitchen area, and we've done the dining area. Yesterday, I did a couple of more things that we needed to get done. All that's left from that area is the bookshelves that I've got there next to my coffee station, which I might just wait a bit before I get to that. So the rest of it is pretty much done. Then we need to take care of the cupboards in the kitchen and the fridge and clean a lot. There are some things we're going to get rid of, but not that much. Afterwards, we're going to move on to this area. And again, I don't have that many things to like purge or like get rid of. A couple of things, but not that much. So it's not too bad. It shouldn't take too much of our time. My goal is to finish this floor by the time we leave for my parents' house on August the 3rd. I'm very confident it's gonna get done, and then we'll only have like the 2 bedrooms and the bathroom upstairs left to do. Bathroom is gonna be easy to do. Our bedroom as well, because we did do a cleaning, getting rid of things last year, so there's not that much to get done with. And my son's room is gonna be the worst one of all that's left, so there's that. We should get to that goal. I'm very confident we will. So anyways, yeah, didn't do really much of it, just a couple of things yesterday. And then today, yeah, we were supposed to go to the water park, so no cleaning and no bike ride. I tried to do at least some Pilates exercise every day or some bike ride. And if we are at the water park, we usually don't go to do a bike ride because it takes a lot out of us to be in the water. By the end of the day, we're really tired. So I went yesterday by myself, and yeah, we were supposed to go to the water park. We didn't go because it was too late in the day, and we didn't have grocery for the lunch. We had to go out and get some groceries. I didn't know, and by the time we'd get there and pack and all that stuff, it would have been like 2 in the afternoon. We do have our seasonal pass, so it's not that bad, but it was a little bit late for me. And it's quite hot here, but over there, which is quite a bit of a road to get there, maybe 30-35 minutes, and it was a little bit colder. It was like 22 felt degrees, which is quite cold. And when you're in the water at that temperature, you do tend to get out of the water, and like we tend to be blue. My son, last time it happened, was like blue all over, blue lips, blue hands, and he was shivering so much, poor baby. So he didn't really want to go. So anyways, so decided to just go ahead and do some paperwork instead. I've been putting that off for a very, very, very long time. I do need to take care of this paperwork for the business. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Maybe if the hubby feels like it, we'll get to the uni stuff. But yeah, I really need to get that paperwork up to date and then read for the rest of the afternoon. I think that's the plan. It's supposed to be raining tomorrow, I think. So I'll see when the next time we're actually going to go to the water park. I don't know, but I do need to plan that out. Tomorrow there's cheerleading class, so might not go to the water park. We'll see. I don't know. Anyways, reading wise, I will be reading today. I read this morning maybe 30-ish pages of Mad Ship, which is right over there, and I don't want to get up to go get it. But yeah, I'm on page 540 something, so way past the halfway point, which I'm happy with. I do want to finish it this week, so I'm gonna try to my best to finish it ASAP and then move on to What the River Knows. And after that, I'll have a lot of like short books to get to, and it's gonna be easier to get through all of these other books on my TBR. But yes, I'm really enjoying Mad Ship a lot. I know I'm gonna want to pick up Ship of Destiny once I'm done with Mad Ship. I know it. That's what I do. But I'll have to hold on because, yeah, there's so many other books I need to get to, and those books are just so long. Anyways, on that note, I'm gonna stop rambling here, and I'll update you when I have more. Hey everyone, it is Sunday afternoon. We went to my son's cheerleading class this morning and then ran a couple of errands, but not that much. Grocery store shopping mostly. And then I sat down with my husband to try to figure out like his registration for uni and stuff. It ended up not being very successful because for some reason he cannot do it himself online. So he wrote back to the person responsible for that so that he can get going and be enrolled in his classes, so that we have a better knowledge of what's going to be his schedule, what it's going to look like, workload, all that. But yeah. And I decided to come down in the workshop. Finally, I can start some sewing. I have a couple of boxes like these that are work in progress. So pieces that I've cut that need to be sewn together. I started doing a lot of kitchen aprons that way that I did not have time to finish for not the last fair I've done, but the one before in April. And I just ended up not finishing it because it wasn't a priority for me at that moment. And school was taking all of the time that I actually had. So I was trying to prioritize what was the most urgent to get done. So that got tossed away in a non-urgent category of things. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get to the kitchen aprons just yet. I want to finish them like ASAP so that I can move on to some other things in my mind and be done with that and move on. But I have a book event in less than a month and I need bookish things. So the kitchen aprons are not going to be with me when I go at that event. So there's no urgency to finish sewing those pieces. I do know I did select a couple of pieces for book sleeves. So I think I'm just going to go and grab those, make some book sleeves, and if I can, I'm gonna make some pen holders, but I'll start with book sleeves. I know I still have some fabrics here that I need to cut in order to get some book sleeves done. I think that's what I'm mostly going to be doing this afternoon we'll see how it goes. It usually takes a lot of time for me to cut because I cut a lot of pieces, but yeah. Reading wise, I brought my book because I didn't read, and I do kind of want to read, but I don't want to spend all afternoon reading. I read the only 30 pages I've read yesterday and today. I did not read at all. So hopefully I can get at least 100 pages in. But like I have 300, no, there's like 300 pages left. It's a lot. I don't know. I might spend the evening doing this, trying to get what's left divided in two. So like 150 pages today and another 150 tomorrow, so that I'm done with this. That would be a good plan, but it's still a lot of pages to go through. Anyways, I brought it with me just in case I decide to take a break and read a bit before supper. But I might not end up reading at all. Maybe only after supper, but who knows. I also finished editing a video this morning. I started yesterday, and then the more the day went by, the bigger the headache I had, and the more difficult it was for me to just do things and read. So that's why I didn't read in the evening and didn't finish editing. It was really, really tough for me. It is still very fragile, but this morning was good. And right now it's fragile, but I should be okay. So yeah, I just really needed to sleep it off yesterday. I do feel way better today, so that's good. I might go for a bike ride this evening, but my husband thinks he hurt one of his muscles in his thighs because it hurts when he walks. So he's probably going to be resting for the next couple of days or a week. So he's not going to be coming with me. Maybe the kiddo. I don't know. We'll see how I feel after supper. But yeah, right now onto some sewing, and I'll update you a little bit later.
And all I want to do is find a place where it will be so dark I can't see. I'll let the music guide me. I'll see through silence and follow it to some reality. And now to feel alive, and all the flashing colors fill inside my mind. I breathe and close my eyes. The music animates me till I'm out of time. A paradise never turned to black and white. Let's make time tomorrow for doing nothing. I'm just gonna say goodbye to yesterday and all the days of light illuminates the neon shades alleviate the grace. And now to feel alive, and all the flashing colors fill inside my mind. I breathe and close my eyes. The music animates me till I'm out of time. A paradise never turned to black and white. Let's make time to tomorrow for doing nothing. And now to feel alive, and all the flashing colors fill inside my mind. I breathe and close my eyes. The music
everyone. It is now a Thursday morning. I didn't update you in the last couple of days. I don't remember when was the last time I updated you nor what I talked about. I think I talked about our plants, I think. I'm not sure. Anyways, I was trying to finish Madship on Monday, I think. Didn't get to it, unfortunately. I did read, but just not enough to finish the book. I'm now on page 704. So almost done. I only have 150 pages left. Well, only. It is quite a big number, but still. I am going to try to finish it today. I did not really read, I think, on Tuesday, because on Tuesday we went to the water park. On Monday, we did the pantry and the kitchen area. We didn't do a lot of cleaning this week. So on Monday we did. We got to the pantry and got rid of a lot of things and changed a couple of things around. But we're not done with the cupboards. And then on Tuesday, we were at the water park, and it was not too hot. On Tuesday, it was nice out. It was sunny, sometimes a little bit cloudy, but it was still very nice. But it was not too hot either. I think it was maybe like 22 degrees, like felt temperature, which can be quite cold when you're in the water all the time. So you want to stay in the water. But it was still manageable and it was still fun, which meant also that there weren't that many people there, as it has been every time it was really, really hot. So that's good. We didn't get to stay in line too long. So we got to do a little bit more slides than we usually do, which was really, really fun. We had a good time. Yesterday I was trying to read all morning, but I kept getting distracted so much. It was really annoying, but yeah, I didn't read as much as I wanted. I did read a tiny bit, not quite a chapter, while my son was at his tumbling class. My husband went to the barber, and today it's my son's turn to go to get his hair cut, and then he has his real cheerleading class. Yesterday was only the extra tumbling that I enrolled him in, so he could get some progress made in his tumbling, because that's his weakness. But yeah, it went well. And then that's pretty much for today. Tomorrow we have an appointment at the bank so that my husband can get a student loan. And we're really, really hoping it's going to work, because financially it's been really, really tough. It's starting to get tough this summer. It's one of the worst ones yet. Yeah, it's really stressing me out since the last 2 days, so that's not great. I'm trying not to think too much about it. And I'm also trying to get into this solution mode, but yeah, it's tough. And that's going to be pretty much it for now. We're going to have to think about like finishing off the kitchen area quickly, but we'll see what we manage to do. I'm sorry for the noise. My son has been watching a lot of movies. It was movie night yesterday, so there's that. And he just wants to keep on watching them. But this book is getting very, very interesting. I am so excited to see what's going to come up next. I was fearing that Bingtown was going to be destroyed. I was really, really scared of that. It is happening, unfortunately. I don't know. I just feel very frustrated reading this, because there's so many things that could have been avoided, so many things that could have been foreseen, but they're not, and they're a little bit late to everything, and it's frustrating to just read about it in that way. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but I'm not too hopeful for the ending of this book. I'm gonna try to finish it this morning, so I can hop on to some other books and like quicker books to finish by the end of the month. But this one, it's an emotional roller coaster, because I've been feeling so many different emotions with certain characters Malta, for example, I've been very, very frustrated with her. Like, she was just a little brat, didn't know what she was doing and what consequences that was going to happen after everything that she was doing. And then other times she's got like this keen sense of like, she's street smart, if that makes sense. She knows that she plays games and that's just funny to her, and that's what annoys me the most. But she's also a good translator of how other people are feeling, and I think she has great potential in that, but she chooses not to do good with that potential talent, which is really frustrating to me. So yeah, it's been a roller coaster. And like that, she wants to take care of everything. She doesn't deal with being helpless. And I get that. I understand how you feel so helpless that you need to do something in order to feel better about yourself, because at least you've tried to do something. You've done something to try to rectify the situation. But like, she's just making it worse every time. But I understand the feeling of being helpless and not wanting to just sit there and do nothing, even if that's the best thing to do. I don't know. It's yeah, a mix of feelings. I don't know. I hope she's gonna mature enough to see those things. I hope so. Because obviously her friend has not matured and is still in that like mindset because she's been cut off from her family. Malta is fortunate to have only women left in her family, so that like the women actually take care of these things, and she's been taught by her mom and grandmother, which is not the case for her friend. But yeah, only Robin Hobb can do a character growth like that. It's fascinating. To me, it's really, really fascinating. I cannot wait to hear about Althea and how it's going on the Paragon. I'm very stressed for Rain and Malta. I really wish they could be together. I think they would be a very good fit. I think. Maybe not. Maybe I'm mistaken, but I don't want her to fall into the satrap's hands for sure. And he's also a character that I hate and despise so much. He doesn't care about anyone except himself. Ugh, I hate those. But yeah, I'm curious to see where that's going. I'm glad for Davad, which I hated. I hated this character so much. The more it went, like the more I hated him. So self-absorbed in his own stupidities and like betraying whoever, doesn't care. He didn't care that he hurt people. He was creepy. I hated him. So I'm glad that he's out of the picture. That's good. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have to say right now. So I'll try to finish this morning and update you quickly, and then I'm gonna leave for my son's hair appointment, and we'll be back afterwards. I guess I'll update you then. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. But yeah. All right. I'll see you later. Hey everyone, it is now Saturday morning, almost noon. I think it's around 11 o'clock in the morning, so still morning. But yeah, I have lots to do today. I do want to make an update though before I close the vlog. So this is not the last one, but yeah, I ended up reading a lot yesterday. I also wasn't sure what I was going to do for the water park. We have a week left before we leave for my parents' house. So I was trying to figure out like, when is it going to be sunny outside and when we'll be able to make the most of the nice time out. Today is very nice, but it is a Saturday and it is the construction weeks. So basically we have like official vacation dates for the construction workers during the summer, and those tend to be very, very busy when it comes to like tourist things, because a lot of people are on vacation during those days. So the first week just ended, we're moving on to the second week. So today there should be quite a lot of people there. I decided to go only on Monday because the other days where it's going to be nice out, we'll have either some cheerleading during the day and some other stuff that we need to take care of. So we won't be able to go. And the days that we are free of specific things in the schedule, well, it's not going to be sunny or nice outside. So it may change though, but as for now, next week we're only going to go on Monday, and then we're gonna leave for my parents' house. So we'll see, it might change, but so far that's the plan. We didn't do much cleaning either this week, which I'm not happy with. So today is a big cleaning day. I'm hoping we can finish most of the kitchen actually, because we're gonna need a full day only for the fridge to clean up the fridge. The last time we did one cupboard, like it's a cupboard that's set apart from the rest of it. So we did that, and we did the pantry, which took quite a bit of time because we did have to get rid of a lot of things that were expired, things that I don't use very often, like flour and baking powder, things like that. I don't cook a lot, so there's that. But now it's nice, and we do have like a corner for breakfast. We did have that before, but it's better now. We changed space for that, so that's good. It feels less encumbered, so that's good. And now we need to do like the oven and all of the other cupboards, and I do need to do the dishes first. I need to vacuum today and put away some laundry as well. So I'm hoping we can take care of the rest of the cupboards, and then there's gonna have the oven left, the fridge, and the counters, because we have countertops that are porous ceramic and with a varnish on it, but it's so annoying because you cannot clean it correctly, and the varnish is getting off, and it's so porous that it's very difficult to clean. I hate it so much, but we do need to take care of that. So we're gonna do that hopefully today, or maybe the next day when we do the fridge and the oven. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. And then we have another unit with some things in there that we store that we don't necessarily use as much, but we still need the storage space for that. So we're going to take care of that as well. And we not only just like replace everything and reorganize everything that's in the cupboards, but we also clean and wash the cupboards because they are way overdue. So there's that. And then that's going to be all for today, I think. That's already a lot. So anyways, my coffee is here. Before I talk about the reading I've done, I wanted to talk about my frustration. I just lost yesterday like 2 hours and another half hour for this. I did end up getting what I wanted, but I've been told there was a teacher's discount with the Adobe plans. I've been using Adobe for the last 4 years, and I use it like on a daily, either for Premiere Pro or Photoshop. I use it for the BookTube channel, but also for like my business stuff where I need to do photos of the products for my website, but I also use it for my students as well. And I use Audition and Premiere and all of that. I all use it, and also Acrobat for PDFs and stuff like that. So I use a lot of those apps, and it's so expensive. So I do put it in my business expenses, but if I can save a bit on that, I'd be happy. So I decided to go ahead and ask for the teacher's discount. But the first agent I talked on the chat, and he made me a business account for the school, which made no sense. That's not what I wanted. He only gave me Photoshop license for like the whole school and stuff, and that's not what I wanted. I needed all the apps. So I was just so frustrated, and I tried to revert everything, and we are very tight on money right now. So like I ended up paying the full subscription a couple of days ago, and then like last week, and then they did issue a refund, but it does take time before it gets to my account. And I had to repay for another subscription, which I thought was the right one, but it wasn't. And then, like, it's so messy. I talked to 3 agents yesterday in order to fix that. And then business hours were closed. So I retried again today. I talked to 2 more agents that finally closed the business account and actually gave me the teacher's discount, which is what I wanted all along, but I thought didn't existed. I don't know. And I just got it wrong. I don't know, but it was so complicated and I hated it. All is good now. He did give me a trial in order to give me time for that refund to get into the account, but like, I cannot afford $300 of subscription plans, even if you're refunding me. Like, I was a bit all over the place. Whew. So complicated for a non-complicated issue. Anyways, it's dealt with, but I was really mad because at the time I was not able to use Premiere and stuff, and I did want to edit some videos and catch up because I am not catching up at the moment. I still have 2 vlogs that I'm behind on editing, plus this one that I'm going to be closing during the day. So that's going to make it 3. So I'm still behind. I'm going to try to finish them before I leave for my mom's house. But I also want to do some sewing, which I won't be able to do either today. So like, yeah, there's a lot. Anyways, I'm just glad it's dealt with. We'll see one day at a time, I guess. Not much more I can do about that. But reading-wise, I do have some wins. So, first of all, I finished Mad Chip. I finally finished it, and I was so excited. I read yesterday the last 40 pages or so. I was right for what I suspected. So, like, the serpents are also the ships and are also the dragons. That's quite exciting. I think Althea handled herself quite well on the Vivacia. I think she's growing a lot. I really enjoyed the part where they were in the Rainwild Rivers. I love that part as well. I ate those chapters up and I love the growth of Malta. It's so refreshing because she was so annoying and I hated her so much. She was such a brat, but she's gone so far and matured so much. And I'm actually kind of a little bit proud of her, not gonna lie, which is very surprising for me to say, but she did a lot of growth. And Selden as well. We didn't read much about him since book 1, but we're now learning a bit more of him. And he really enjoyed the environment of the Rainwild Rivers. And that area is very intriguing to me. So I can't wait to get to that series once we get there. But there's another series in between that, but I'm going to be really excited to pick up those books. I think it's going to be really, really fun. I don't know where this is going though. Is it a comeback for dragons? Are the ships going to transform into dragons again? Are the serpents going to transform into dragons? That's interesting. The other serpent that was also caged on the other island, the one who remembers, what is she going to do? I'm not sure either. I'm so confused. There's just so many things to go through. I don't know. Everything seems so urgent by itself, and sometimes it becomes a little bit overwhelming. So that's kind of how I felt by the end of this book. I ended up giving it a 5 stars, but I feel like each individual book kind of blurred together to me. But the more I get into it, like, I love the series as a whole better than just like this specific book throughout the universe, if that makes sense. I don't know, but this one I really, really enjoyed it more, especially for the newer things that came into the chapters, made it a 5 stars for me. And the growth of the characters, mostly the growth of them. And I think that's why I gave it a 5 stars. I'm not regretting it at all. Yeah, this ending was top tier. I loved it so much. I've been through so many emotions. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm a bit scared. I'm really scared, actually. I don't know. I don't know. I'm scared. I'm not going to be picking up the Ship of Destiny just yet because I have some other books I want to get to. It is getting toward that end of the month time. So I am going to focus on What the River Knows, which I've read a couple of chapters yesterday. So I'm now 10% through. I am focusing on this one because I need to read this one in order to get to other books, and the other books that I want to get to are short books and books that I can get through very quickly. So that's why I am really enjoying this. I love the Egypt setting so much. I loved it with P. Jelly Clark, but I'm loving it in this one as well. It is going to be quite an adventure of people seeking out things that they're not supposed to, and people hiding because people are greedy, and like, it's so fascinating to me, and it's going to be a really, really fun and exciting. So yes, I do enjoy the main character. The other character that's intriguing me is the one that's working for her uncle. I feel like she's going to go through the steps into like where her parents went and do her own investigation, even if at that time it wasn't well perceived. But I think that's where she's going to go, but she's going to have a lot of obstacles, obviously. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a good book. But yeah, I feel like I have a lot of National Treasure vibes to this, which I'm loving. So that's good. I was having a lot of fun with that yesterday. And I also read out of frustration. I was so frustrated with the Adobe thing yesterday evening that I just decided to read How to Raise a Kraken in Your Bathtub. I gave it a 3.5. It is a very, very short novella, so I don't want to talk too much about it. See, it was a very short story that was published in the Uncanny magazine, and I feel like the word uncanny describes it well. I found it a little bit funny-ish in its way. I wouldn't say it was cute or cozy. That was not it. It was kind of weird, but like kind of funny at the same time. Yeah, and I enjoyed it, but not as much as I enjoyed his other works. So that's why I gave it a 3.5. But yeah, if you want a quick read of a short story with fantasy elements in it, I do recommend you go and check that out. It is free on the Uncanny website. That's it for the reading. So I'm really happy. 2 books down for the month of June. One was a chunk of a book. We'll see for the rest. I should finish What the River Knows quickly-ish by the end of the weekend. That's my goal. And then I want to get to Ma Vie de Limonade Glacée, which is a French book. And then Sunrise of the Reaping, and the other one, Dans une galaxie près de chez vous, which is the French book. Okay, just a minute. I'll go get them. So as soon as I'm done with What the River Knows, I'm going to pick up this one, which is a book in French, Ma Vie de Limonade Épicée, which I'll be able to read in a setting of 2 to 3 hours. It reads really quickly. It flows well. It is a YA series written by someone I went to uni with. If you haven't seen my other videos where I talked about it. So that's going to be an easy read. And then I want to get to Kaleidoscope, which is also a very easy read because it's under 300 pages. Under 200 pages? Yeah, it's under 200 pages, and it has a lot of drawings, as you can see. So this should be easy to get through as well. And then I've got this one that I want to get to. If you haven't seen the videos where I talk about it, it's a book that contains the scripts of the first, I think, 3 or 4 episodes of a series that is from Quebec. I watched this as a teen. It was so funny. It's a group of scientists that go into space to look for a new planet for humans. It's a comedy, but it still has like real environmental survival things tied to it, but done in a comedic way, if that makes sense. And it was so funny. I watched it so much as a teen. I loved this. I got it autographed by one of the writers, which is also one of the actors that was in it. I was so happy. It's an amazing series. And yeah, so I'm just excited to just go back through it. They were 22-minute episodes, so I should get through it quite quickly. I think there's under 300 pages, so should be easy to get to as well. Then, if after all of that, I still have time, I'm really hoping here, I'll be picking up Sunrise of the Reaping. I might also pick up Ruin and Rising, make some progress in this vlog, but I think I'm going to prioritize this one. But this one is going to be a little bit longer. It is almost 400 pages, so I don't know. I probably won't have time to get to these two, so I'll prioritize these three ones. And if I do get to finish these three, that means I'll have read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the P.J. Clark short story. 6 books in July, which is good. Not as much as I wanted, but it's still good. And I'm still catching up a little bit on the books I'm behind. So I'll be happy with that if I manage to get to that. And then I'll start August fresh with these 2 books and probably The Diviners, which I do need to get to because I do have a vlog for that. And I'll see from there where I go and what other books I pick up. I do have the Buzzwordathons that I do need to catch up on, and A Year in Elja as well. So I have a couple of things I need to get to. Ship of Destiny that I'm definitely going to start in August, hopefully finish it in August as well, but we'll see. But yeah, it's exciting though to get those books off of my top shelf of the cart, because yeah, I've been seeing the same books there over and over and over again, and I need to move along and get some newer books there. Anyways, I've been rambling for over 25 minutes now, and I do really need to get to the dishes so we can eat lunch and then clean and do all of my adult boring chores and then move on to some reading, editing. So I'll leave you at that, and I'll update you by the end of the day to see what I actually managed to get to. So I'll see you later. Hey everyone, I don't know how this looks. I wanted some books in the background because I haven't seen them much lately. This looks, yeah, different, I guess. But I don't want to show what I usually show when I do film in front of my books because it's a bit of a mess. The desk over there is really messy right now, full of stuff to donate. And yeah, so here we are. I will have to put some stuff away to get to the drawing parts of my videos that are coming up next week. But for now, let's just try this. So it is Sunday afternoon. I am going to close this vlog. I ended up not really reading much. I did read some of What the River Knows, but I'm 13% through, so I didn't read that much. For some reason, it is restarting. But yeah, I didn't read that much, maybe not even 100 e-pages. So interesting. It is quite interesting where I'm at. Okay, 140. So I read 30 e-pages, so not a lot, but I'm still very intrigued and very interested in the story, but I don't really have much more to say as I'm not like far enough into it to say much more than last time. So it's interesting so far. I will try to read some more this evening and we'll see how that goes. Yesterday we ended up doing a lot of cleaning in the kitchen. We didn't finish everything I wanted to finish, but we did get a lot done. So we actually moved the oven and cleaned the floor under the oven and the walls and the cupboards, like the sides of the cupboards and the wall, which we usually don't have access to because of the oven. And we took everything, every little part off of the oven because we have a conventional oven. So which means we don't have a ceramic top oven. So it's like the older versions with elements. So we had to take off every piece and clean and wash those and put it all back together. It took quite a bit of time. Like that part was the biggest part, honestly. And then we did do a couple of cupboards, but that went really well and quickly. The oven was really like the roughest part, but we got through it and it's clean now and it's pretty and I like it. I will show you the kitchen once I'm done with it, but like right now in the middle of everything, it's not done with. We still have a lot of things laying around, so it's not like the best. My husband also did the counters, which are hard to clean, but he did take care of that, a good deep clean. And we have another part of the counter left to do because it's the part where there's the sink, and then we have the Tupperware cupboard, which is one of the worst, and then the plates cupboards and the glasses cupboards and under the sink. So that should be done in the next time that we do some cleaning, and then we'll have the fridge left and another tiny unit, but other than that, should be done in maybe 3 more cleaning schedules tops, I think. I hope. I really hope that's going to be done soon because I am tired of cleaning the kitchen. I just can't wait for it to be over and to move on to this part because there's a lot of things that we need to get done here as well, even if it doesn't seem like it. So yeah, that went well. I wanted to go on a bike ride yesterday, but I ended up not going because there were some smoke drafts up in here because of the wildfires in the west that the wind is bringing up over here. So it was not recommended to go outside and stay for a long time outside. So I decided not to go, which is fine. I think I did need a bit of a break. So that's good. We had cheerleading class this morning. I got him a new t-shirt, secondhand, with the name of his team on it. I also wrote to his coach because they usually have a parent manager-ish, if that makes sense. So like a parent that helps out with the team and does some volunteering. So I didn't give my name because I'm very busy, as you know. I have a lot of things going on and all that. So I decided like not to give my name, but my son told us today that the coach talked about it to the athletes today about like needing a mom or parent manager. So yeah, I wrote to the coach offering some help, but saying that I'm very busy, so I don't know how much I'm actually going to be able to help out, but I might be adding that to my list of things. I know. We'll see. It's mostly during competitions, which I'm already there to support my son anyways. So we'll see how that goes. And they do ask for one activity for the team, which I don't know what I'm going to do, and a couple of other little things, but it's not supposed to be too much. So we'll see. Maybe someone else will give their name, but anyways. And other than that, yesterday I did end up editing 2 vlogs, so I'm up to date, and the only vlog I have left to update, to edit, is this one. I'm so happy. So happy. It's refreshing, exciting. Yay. So on that note, I'm gonna leave you at that and close this vlog, start the new one. Thank you everyone who watches my videos. I really appreciate it. As always, like, comment, subscribe if you wish, hit the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I upload a new video, and I will see you soon in the next one.